Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the lateral and medial vestibulospinal tract. Okay, and before I start this lecture, you can pause the video and just draw this structure right here. Okay, after draw the structure, we can start talking about the origin of the lateral vestibulospinal tract, which comes from the lateral vestibular nucleus, which is on the same side of the brainstem. And the medial vestibulospinal tract arises from the medial vestibular nuclei, which I'm going to show you during this lecture. And it comes from both sides of the brainstem. Now, the medial vestibulospinal. Let me just first use the pen here on this drawing, because I think that will be even better for you to visualize these structures. Okay, here we have this one, guys, is the medial vestibular nucleus. Okay, this one is the medial vestibular nucleus. Let me just write this here: medial vestibular nucleus. Vestibular nucleus. Okay, then we have this one here. This one is representing the superior vestibular nucleus. What I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna do this. Okay, this one is the vestibular nucleus. Vestibular nucleus. I know that my letter might be a little small. This one is the superior. Okay, this one is the superior. This one is the lateral. And this one is the inferior. So I abbreviated to S, L, and I. S of superior, L of lateral, and E of inferior. Now, the medial vestibulospinal tract is here. Medial vestibulospinal tract. And then we have here the lateral one, and I'm gonna just use the letter L to abbreviate this part. Okay, so do you remember when I said that the lateral vestibulospinal tract originates from the lateral vestibular nucleus? So here we have all the way down to the lateral vestibulospinal tract. And then we have the medial vestibular nucleus, this one. And this nucleus is important because especially it will work in processing vestibular signals related to balance and posture. And it will also receive input from the semicircular canals and otolithic organs of the inner ear, and projects to the medial vestibulospinal tract here. Okay, so just remember this, guys: medial vestibular tract, which comes from both sides, don't forget. To the medial vestibulospinal tract. Okay, here. And did I draw this? Looks like a... Okay, good. Better. Now, here we have the superior vestibular nucleus, which is located in the rostral part of the brainstem, and this nucleus processes inputs primarily from the semicircular canals and also contributes to the eye movements and postural adjustments. The lateral one, the lateral vestibular nucleus, is known as Dieter's nucleus, and it is responsible for generating the lateral vestibular spinal tract. And this nucleus integrates vestibular signals with proprioceptive inputs to modulate muscle tone and maintain posture, as you can see here. Okay, and this is the lateral one. Okay, and then we have the inferior vestibular nucleus that is situated in the caudal part of the brainstem, and it will receive input from the otolithic organs and help to regulate head and body position during movement. The medial vestibular tract here, okay, descends bilaterally through the spinal cord and will be important for more especially for motor neurons and the ventral horn, and it is involved in maintaining postural ability and coordinating movements, particularly during standing and walking. The lateral one descends ipsilaterally, okay, laterally, and the lateral one is modulate the extensor muscles, which is critical for maintaining upright posture and resisting gravity. So you can with this understand that injuries that affect the lateral vestibular spinal tract might affect the extensor muscles of the body. Okay, now damage to the medial vestibular spinal tract usually results in difficult postural control and gait, and also as the tract, also because you know now that the tract is essential for bilateral coordination and stabilization. The lateral one, when damaged, can cause weakness in extensor muscles, leading to difficulty in maintaining upright posture and increasing the risk of falls. The vestibular disorders such as labyrinthitis, Meniere's disease, or vestibular neuronitis can disrupt the vestibular function, affecting both lateral and medial vestibular spinal tracts. Strokes or tumors in the area of the brainstem or even trauma involving the brainstem can damage these tracts, leading to imbalance, ataxia, and impaired motor coordination. So usually for diagnostic, people use posturography to check the balance and postural stability, which may be compromised if the vestibular spinal tract is affected, or even electrophysiological testing that involves techniques like vestibular evoked myogenic potentials that can evaluate the integrity of vestibular system and its connections to the spinal cord. So this is the medial and the lateral vestibular spinal tract, and I hope you enjoyed this topic as I enjoyed, and I hope that is also relevant for your clinical or practice and studies. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, and check out the shorts that I used to post regularly here, because all the shorts present like a parts of this video. It's not in a logical order, but sometimes you might find something interesting there just to review. Thank you so much. See you next time.